What's up, y'all? Welcome back to an ESPN NFL 2K5 franchise rebuild with the Detroit Lions. We are nearing the end of season number 4. We're still undefeated, 13-0, heading into the final 3 games of the season. We're playing the Chicago Bears, our final NFC North matchup, and then taking a jump over to our injury report. Of course, we do have Zach Thomas out for the rest of the regular season, though because we will have home field advantage, we will be getting him back for the postseason. Now, looking at the Bears, we have Rex Grossman, who has technically, I guess, had a better year than last year because he only played 14 games. He should beat his yard record, but pretty much nothing else going on there. Anthony Thomas, not the best season for him either, but he always gives us fits at a 77 overall. Marty Booker's now a 90 overall, playing much more than he did last year. I guess he was hurt last year for more than half the season. Now he's been playing for the entire year this year, but only 3 touchdowns for him. And of course you have Brian Urlacher. You basically can't remove the Bears without Brian Urlacher at this point. 96 overall, 84 tackles, 5.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. They also have Charles Peanut Tillman at 93 overall, 53 tackles and 2 interceptions for the Peanut himself. And then, of course, Mike Brown as well in his 8th year, 44 tackles, 3 interceptions. Not as big of a year for Mike Brown, but we'll see. It's always a tough game against the Bears. One other note before we jump in here, we do have home field advantage, so I have decided to sit Deshaun Foster maybe for the rest of the regular season. I just don't want him to get hurt, so we'll see how this goes without Deshaun. Let's toss it to Chris Berman.
Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Coming up on ESPN, there are winter storms and then there are winter storms. This, my friends, is a winter storm. Snow coming down in droves. We'll see if we can thaw out our announcing team of Dan Stevens, Peter O'Keefe, and Susie Colbert. Detroit Lions, Chicago Bears, now!
Hi, folks, it's Dan Stevens, and welcome to Chicago Field. My pal Peter O'Keefe will be covering today's game with me. Peter, playing on the road can be an unfriendly environment, to say the least, and it has been particularly unkind to these guys.
Well, you said it, Dan. Have really had a rough go of it on the road so far this season. They're hoping they can turn their luck around in today's game.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Casey kicks it, and we are underway. Carlson catches it back at the 6. Dodges a tackle, dragged down at the 31.
The players are struggling to keep warm, and these conditions are definitely going to affect their play on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Susie. Guerrero goes in motion. Thomas picks up about 2, and that will bring up second down. Grossman rifles it out left side, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down. Farmer tips it away on the coverage, incomplete. Grossman throws a heater, and it is not reeled in, incomplete. Booker didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. That will bring up fourth down. Maynard lines up for the punt. Maynard takes the long snap and punts it away. Brown sacks him back at the 16. Breeze rifles it out left side, and this one is incomplete. Williams grabs the fastball over the middle, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Wow, look at that. He's up over 3,000 passing yards. Great work so far.
Carr gets the ball and searches for a hole. Tackled at the 35. Davenport catches it in the flat and is at the 40, eventually shoved out at the 50. It will be first down. Fires this one over the middle, and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete. Carr picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up third down. Breeze throws this on a rope, and it's off, incomplete. Harris gets the snap and punts it away. Tillman fields the punt at the 12. Stop at the 19. Takes it for his second carry and takes it upfield. Brought down at the 25. Thomas gets the call again and heads left. Tackled at the 29. First down.
Gain of 2 yards on the play.
Catches the heater left sideline, and that will be good for a gain of 8. Booker goes in motion. Thomas is at the 50, eventually pushed out of bounds at the 47. That will bring up first down. They couldn't connect on this one, incomplete.
Pass interference, number 38, defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul, automatic first down.
Grossman zings it to the right side, and it's tipped, incomplete. Booker reels in the football and gains a couple. Grossman uncorks this to the left sideline, and it's complete for a first down and a whole lot more.
As you can see, he's up over 2,000 yards for the year and still moving.
This one will fall incomplete. Thomas will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up third down.
With the tackle.
Gage catches it left sideline and tries to get free. Finally gets out of bounds at the 1. It'll be first and goal. Grossman lobs this one a bit, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Number 20. 34.
Here's the point after, and
The extra point is good.
it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Edinger rockets this one deep. This will fly out of the end zone for a touchback. What a kick. Smoot tackles him behind the line of scrimmage. And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Bears are out in front, 7-0. Sack way back at the 15. Breeze rifles it out left side, and it falls incomplete. It away. Harris gets the ball and punts it away. Tillman takes it at the 42. Tackled at the 50.
43.
Grossman throws a heater right sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete. This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground. Grossman rifles this one hard over the middle, and they get the first on 3rd and long. Thomas gets the ball on 1st down and picks up a couple. Grossman just rifles this one, and the catch is made well past the markers. Marion catches it in the flat and is at the 10. Chased down at the 4.
Holding, number 75, offense.
Thomas carries it for the 9th time and gains about 3 yards.
The ball carried with the tackle.
Catches the bullet out left, and that will be a gain of 3 yards. Grossman fires this one over the middle, and it's caught at the 3, and he's stuck right there. It'll be 1st and goal. Thomas gains 3 yards, and that brings up 2nd down.
Okay, what's the plan?
Coach Mariucci is not happy with that call, and he's going to challenge it.
Well, let's take a look and see if he actually gets the ball across the plane. Remember, all you need to do is have the tip of the ball cross it.
After review, the play stands. The player did cross the plane. Detroit will be charged with a timeout. Touchdown, Chicago.
That will cost them a timeout, and you have to believe that he is not very happy with that call.
Let's do it.
Here's the extra point, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Edinger booms a beauty here. The Lions let this bounce out of the end zone for a touchback. Peter, it looks like the playoff race is shaping up.
Well, it sure is, Dan.
Williams didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. Briggs sacks him way back at the 15. No dice, and it falls incomplete. 4th down coming up. 3 and out. Harris takes the snap and pummels this one deep. Tillman fields the deep punt at the 32. Stopped at the 49. Thomas picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up 2nd down. Grossman throws a bullet, and it's complete at the 43. Brought down at the 40. 1st down. Guerrero goes in motion. Thomas will get the carry on 1st down and will gain close to 6. Grossman zips it to the left sideline, and the reception is made past the markers for a 1st down. Thomas will get the handoff and heads upfield. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. Thomas gets the call again and heads wide left. Tackled at the 13. That will bring up 1st down. Thomas carries it for a 3rd time in a row and heads out right. Smith Now the extra point, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Edinger booms a beauty here. Hopkins decides to take it out of the end zone. Dragged down at the 23. Glover has his number called on first down and will gain close to 6. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Bears in command of this one, 21-0. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
All right, Dan, we'll get back to you in a bit. But welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. Now we'll look at our first half by the numbers, and I tell you, first downs have been the story here. The Bears are winning because of it. Let's see if they can keep up their dominance in the second half. Today's halftime hero has turned in an incredible performance thus far. The A-Train, Anthony Thomas, has taken over this game. So that does it for our halftime report. We'll send you back now to the second half of this one. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe are there. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Boomer, and welcome back to our broadcast. The Lions will get the ball first here in the second half, and they are going to need a bunch of scores to get back into this one. Currently, they're down 21-0. Now, let's get to the game. Fowler gets some air under this pass, and the reception's made at the 40. Finally dropped at the 48. It will be first down. They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete. Carr has his number called on second down and gains about 3 yards. Catches it over the middle, and they get the first on 3rd and long. Fowler throws a beauty to the right side, and the reception's made at the 8. Urlacher penetrates and stops that back at the 4. Urlacher sacks him way back at the 10. No good. Incomplete. That will bring up 4th and goal. Casey from 27 yards out and puts it straight through the uprights and good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Casey kicks this one away. Carlson fields the kickoff at the 7. Dragged down at the 35. Grossman throws this on a rope, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Barry hauls it in right side, and that's good for 6. Booker goes in motion. Grossman fires this one over the middle, and they convert on 3rd down. Thomas takes it for his 17th carry and runs into traffic. Tackled at the 49. Thomas picks up about 2, and that brings up 3rd down. Gage catches the hard throw, and they get the first on 3rd and long. Thomas chews up 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Thomas takes the handoff and heads left. Crosses the field. Brought down at the 26. Guerrero is at the 15. Touchdown!
Dan, check out all the yards he snarfs up here. Yes, snarfs. That's an old football term. Tell you what, though, this is a great play.
Another touchdown, and they are really... Now the point after, and...
The extra point is
it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Edinger rockets this one deep. Hunt decides to take it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 21. Lane didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. Fowler makes the throw after the play-action fake, and it's good for a gain of 8. Carr gets the call on 3rd down and can't convert the 3rd down. It'll be 4th down. Hamilton takes it across the line and converts the 4th down. What a play. Smoot hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete.
Pass interference, number 22, defense.
Fowler floats this one out to the right sidelines, and the ball's caught at the 30. Finally stopped at the 27. 1st down.
Yeah, it's all about staying focused and believing in your teammates.
And Peter, we've talked before about what kind of an impact a big receiver can have on a football game.
Blue 19.
Hunted down at the 15. It will be 1st down. Carr carries it off the toss and will gain close to 6.
17.
This one will fall incomplete. Fowler just rifles this one, and it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete.
Ineligible receiver, number 51, offense. The penalty is declined. Incomplete pass.
Lane drops it, and they will turn it over. What a costly mistake.
Number 33 with the coverage.
The Bears offense takes the field, and can they capitalize on the defensive stop? Well, they'll start this drive at their own 10-yard line. Grossman throws a bullet to the flat, and the reception is made for a pickup of maybe a yard. Sparks makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. Grossman rifles it out left side, and he connects at the 18, and he's stopped right there. Farmer with the tackle. That will bring up 4th down.
Square himself perfectly to make that play.
Maynard takes the long snap and pummels this one deep. Hunt gets it at the 38. Tackled at the 49. They really can't be happy with their passing game up to this point. We'll see what they call on this drive as they start at their 49-yard line. Williams rips down the lob, and he's got the 1st down and a whole lot more.
Oh, wow, look. He is now up over 5,000 receiving yards in his...
Fowler fires this one over the middle, and the reception is made past the markers. Tillman puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete.
Parson.
Fowler zings it to the right side, and it's caught for the score.
Fowler makes a risky pass here and completes it. That took guts, Dan. Check it out. Oh, perfect pass. And it had to...
Now the point after, and
The point is good.
it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Casey kicks it off. Carlson fields the kickoff at the 12. Again gets free. Tackled at the 40. They'll start at their 40-yard line. Thomas cruises out to the left side and will gain close to 6. Thomas is at the 45. Thomas gains 10 yards on the play, and that will bring up first down. Thomas carries it for a third time in a row and picks up a couple. Thomas goes right up the middle and rambles for about 5. Thomas makes his 25th carry of the game and passes the line. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. Thomas takes it for his 26th carry, and he's stopped. The clock continues to run. Thomas picks up about 2, and the clock will continue to run. Smith takes this one way out left and is brought down short of the markers. The clock is still running. Fourth down coming up. The Bears come out on top, 28-10. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
All right, Dan, thank you. So this one is in the books as we welcome you all to our ESPN Video Games post-game show. I'm Chris Berman. The Bears stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Now let's talk to a player who was instrumental in their dominant running game and is our player of the game. The A-Train, Anthony Thomas, was kind enough to give us a moment of his time, and he's on the field with Susie Calvert. Susie?
Thanks, Chris. You played great today. You just made it look easy tonight. What do you think was vital to your team's success today?
And to be honest, we just believed in each other and we believed in what we're trying to do as a team. And fortune smiled upon us and we were able to triumph in the end.
Back to you, Chris.
I'm Chris Berman, and that concludes our broadcast of the NFL on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Take care. We'll see you next time.
You know, I don't know if I thought that an undefeated season was out of the question, but I would rather take a loss now where it felt like everything was going wrong rather than have it happen in the playoffs and be really upset about that. Of course, Anthony Thomas just absolutely destroyed us, like capital D, destroyed us with those 113 yards, 2 touchdowns. Our receivers couldn't catch a cold even though it was cold outside. Drew Brees just didn't have it right from the start, so we put Fowler in, and Fowler actually did a pretty good job. Shout out to Sparks for getting so many tackles. We gave up way too many sacks, although that feels like we gave up more than we actually did. We couldn't get any sacks ourselves. Grossman looked like he played like a competent professional quarterback, so good job by him. I guess no interception, so I guess it was too cold to just catch the ball in general. And we have finally taken an L in season number 4, so we're going to go on to Arizona. I think Roy is going to join the list of guys that we're going to sit for the last 2 weeks, as well as Deshaun. And we're going to continue with Drew because I think we need Drew to get a little momentum back. So we're going to throw to SportsCenter for the next week, and we'll see you next time.
This is SportsCenter.
Hey, I'm Chris Berman. We got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Vikings walk away with a 6-point victory. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Bridges had to leave the ball game, and it looks like the young rookie will be on the shelf for a while, which is never good for a player's development. He's suffering from a stress fracture in his foot, and he'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. In front of you, we've got the NFC list, and as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Robert Royal sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. The team doctors have reported a pulled hamstring, and he'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. Now, on to even bigger news, as you may have already heard. Ty Law will miss the remainder of the season. So now that secondary is going to have to really come together if they're going to make up for his absence. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
The Bills won this contest, but will stay at the third place in the AFC East. Warren played well despite the loss and showed us why he's ranked up at the top of the league. Phillip Rivers threw for 250-plus yards and helped his Chargers beat the Texans. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Lester Towns is on the move as he gets a contract for what can only be referred to as crazy money. 2 years, $1.2 million.
In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Bears pick up win number 7. At the home of the Indy 500, we had the Colts get sent away with a 7-point loss. Over at Heinz Field, we had the Steelers lose by 11. The Browns defense got to the quarterback 4 times in their win at the Cleveland Browns Stadium. The Packers won on the road and will now head home to meet the Bears. The Redskins lost this one and will now fall to second place in the NFC East. Javon Kearse had another fantastic week, and in the victory kept the streak of landmark stats alive. James Hodgins had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Cardinals beat the Rams. Right by Lady Liberty in New York, we had the Jets get sent home with a 14-point loss. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Chiefs pick up win number 7. Down in New Orleans, we had the Saints get nipped by 3 points. And last but not least, we had the Seahawks come away victorious.
All right, Boomer, thanks. Just 2 weeks to go until the playoffs arrive, and just as we do every year, we're looking at a number of interesting races as teams jockey for position. We'll start it out in the AFC. Meanwhile, let's take a look at how things stand over in the NFC. So that's how we stand to this point. Still lots of jockeying left to go as we get this thing sorted out for January. So that'll do it from here. Boomer, we send it back over to you.
So with just 2 weeks to go now, still plenty to be decided before January rolls around. But first, my primetime players' game balls go out to these men, each helping their team down the stretch. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.